And still in the US now, Joe Biden tried his hand at comedy over the weekend at the annual White House Correspondents' Dinner.
Oh, please, not so loud. Donald was listening. Sleepy Don. I kind of like that. I may use that again.
Joining us now is Curtin University's Dean of Global Future, Joe Siracusa. I think the pot and the black kettle here, Joe. Joe, how do you think Biden went?
Well, no, Pete, as you know from your own career, politics and humor can sometimes be very funny. The correspondent dinner has been going on since 1920. But in recent years, it's been not funny at all. A lot of the humor is quite below the belt. As you recall, when Obama went after Donald Trump sitting in the audience, I think it was 2016, it got pretty ugly. In fact, that humor is really just an excuse for slander. And going after Trump right now suggests that that Biden's, going down to Trump's level. And I mean, Trump's got his own problems. He's sitting in a sleaze trial, and he's trying to get over that. He's trying to get over his other cases. He's trying to get back out on the road, and he's getting madder and madder. And Biden comes along, and instead of, in the past, he's sort of ignored his name, and now he's gone after him and said, "Look, I'm an adult running against a 6-year-old and all that."
Yeah.
Look, that's not funny anymore. I keep thinking that using these roastings as an excuse to slander your opponent, and I would have expected Biden, whose polls are sinking, whose allegiance to students and blacks and Latinos is sinking, that he would rise above it, but he didn't.
Yeah. You know who was funny? Bush too. He was funny at that White House dinner.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
Anyway, that's my observation on that point. All of this, meanwhile, a new national poll from CNN this morning, which is interesting in itself, Joe. Donald Trump leads Biden by 6%, so 49 to 43. Trump remaining unchanged at that level too, so a bit of work to do there from Biden.
Oh, yeah, Biden can't catch up, Pete. Look, we've talked about various turning points and stuff like that. President Biden is toast. The cabal finished him a little bit. The war in Ukraine, which is a lost cause, finished him more. And, of course, the war in Gaza and his failure to bring in a ceasefire or to control the Netanyahu's right-wing government and the religious zealots there has just finished him off, particularly with the students who are protesting across the United States. And these protesters, reminiscent of the 1960s anti-war protesters and other kinds of civil rights protesters, are a very powerful force. And what I've noticed, Pete, is that the Biden administration have, and as well as Netanyahu, have sort of painted the protesters as anti-Semitic. They weaponized this anti-Semitism to blunt the criticism of Biden's policies. And the Republicans have jumped right in, and the students don't like it. Administrators, being administrators, don't know what to do next. And so these students, Pete, and I'll bet the mortgage on it, will be at Chicago in August to make as much trouble for the Democratic Party as possible. And so I think Biden's going to have a visit from the students in August.
Okay, we shall see. Joe, good to see you as always. We will talk to you again soon.